Today our topic is direct and inverse proportions. First of all, you need to know what is a proportion. Proportion means is linked to two things. If one thing is increased, then automatically the second thing also increase. If the second thing is decrease or increase, then it means the first thing you have to be increased or decreased according to the question. Just like if I said that if a person walk, I can write down 1.5 meter per second. So what does it mean? If I draw in here a chart, then they might be understandable. I'm gonna make a chart. This is a person walk 1.5 meter per second. Per second, we can say that that's a walk time, and then the seconds. If they are using how many seconds? If they walk 0 second, 0, then distance he travel only 0. If he using 10 second, then 1.5 is equal to 1. So in 1 second, 1.5 meter, then 10 seconds should be you times by 10. It means 15 meter. In 10 seconds, it travels 15 meters. Walk in meter. If they're using 20, then the traveling time is gonna be double. If you're using 30 seconds, then traveling time gonna be third times. So this is called a proportion. If this is one thing changes, then automatically the second things change also. So now they are asking the direct proportion. What is a direct proportion? When we are using any value, just like in here, in this condition, so when we are using a direct proportion, if I were having any variable like x and y, these are two variables when we are using, and when the question comes up they will tell you what kind of proportion they are using. If they said that y is directly proportional to x, so it's mean y is equal to x, but we won't use a sign of equal. If we say that that is equal, then mean if y is 1, then x also 1. If x is 3, then y is also 3. But we won't use that equal sign. We will use a sign of proportion. Proportion sign is like that. This mean is directly proportion. This, when you removing this sign, then you have to use y equals k time of x. Now this is much better, where k stands. K is a constant value. K is a constant value. For example, if x changes, it should be a different value. It could be a 5, 10, 11, anything. And where x and y are the integers. Integer, you know that belongs to positive and negative values. 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 plus minus 3 up to so on. So when x changes, then y automatically changes. If they gave us a value, sometime they will ask us find out the proportional value and then make an equation. So this is our equation with a directly. This is a question. They said that find an equation for y in terms of x. We have to find out an equation. Y where is directly with x cube, y value is given and x value also given. If we solve this first part, this is a y where is directly means y directly proportional to x cube. When directly proportional, then we can say that y is equal to k times x cube. What is the value of y is 18. What is the value of x, which is 2, so 2 cube, so 18 equal to k. 2 cube is equal to 8, 2 times 2, and then divided both sides by 8 in here and here, so we get 18 over 8 is equal to k. So k is equal to, we can divide, that's a 4, that's a 9, we got value 9 over 4. This is our proportion value. Now they said that need to find out an equation for y in term of x. So this is our equation. We have to put value k value in here, then we can find out over this equation. So y is equal to, k value is 9 over 4 and x. This is the answer. Now we are going to the next B part. What they are saying, the same thing but they changed to square root. So now in here y where is directly proportional to x square root, so y is proportional to that value. So now y equal to k time of under root. What is the value of x and y? You need to put these values. This is our equation. So y value is equal to 18, k as it is, x value is 9. 9 square root is equal to 3. So divide both side by 3 because we need to get rid of 3 from that side. So dividing, so 18 divided by 3 is 6. So k is equal to 6. Now we have to put that k value in here. So put k is equal to 6 in 1. So y equal to 6 under root x. This is the answer. So now we are coming towards inverse proportional. So when they said that anything like an inverse, so it's mean in a direct, I write down both way. If they say that q is direct proportional to p, then what does it mean? Q directly proportional to p. When you're removing this sign, that means equal to constant times p. If they say that inverse, so it's mean q proportional to inverse. When they come inverse, that value comes in 1 over p, like in the denominator. When we are removing that thing, that means constant value times 1 over p. This is called the inverse function of proportion. So now we have to prove. They said that the question is given. This is q value is given. If p is 2, then q is 8. If p is 4, q is 4 also. P value changes, q value changes also. They are asking, can you find out value of x? In the first part, you have to prove that q is inversely proportional to p, and then secondly calculate the value of x. So now in our first part is so we are taking first one. Q is inversely proportional to p. It means q inversely proportional to p 1 over p. So q equal to k times 1 over p. So now you see that p is divided in here. When you times both side by p to remove divider, so that becomes p times q equal to k. This is our constant. If we multiply p value by q, then we get value of k. In here, this is our p, this is our q. Just like in here, we see pq equals 2 times 8 gives you 16. Secondly, 4 times 4 give you also 16. 5 times 32, 3.2 also giving you 16. 8 times 2 also giving you 16. 10 times 1.6 also giving you 16. So it's mean our this is multiplying p times q giving you 16. So our constant value is equal to 16. So we can say that. So k is equal to 16. This is one part is done. And we can find our proportional. We have to put this value in here. Hence q is equal to k is 16 over p. This is our solution of first part. So secondly, what they said that second thing they are saying, calculate the value of x. You have to find out the value of x. How to find our value of x? So when you going to find a value of x, so it's mean p and q. Is that right, isn't it? So if I write down in here again the equation, q is equal to k over p, right? And q times p is equal to k, right? And you know the value of k is 16. Value of q and p, this thing, we go value of q is x and value p is 20. So we can write down 20 times x, right? So now they both multiply. We have to divide by 20 on both sides. When you divide by 20 on both sides, then you will get x is equal to 16 over 20. So now the similar divided by 4 both. So 60 by that will become 4, that will become 5. So 4 divided by 5, x value is 0.8. This is the answer. So now we found the value of x. If we need to put, we need to write down in here and say 0.8 times 20, and then also they give you a 16. So that's how we can find out a proportional. If I give you another question, so then this topic will be complete and you can do more practice. They said the R is inversely proportional to square root of s. So it means R is inversely proportional to 1 over square root s. If we write down, so R is equal to k over under root s. This is the function now. So the value has been given. If they said that S value is given, Y value, R value is given, express R in terms of S. We have to find out K first of all. When R and S value. R value is given 4 and S value is given 1. So now we have to put these values in this function to find out the value of K. So in here same thing, R equal to K over S. So now this value is in the denominator, so that will cross multiply with that. So we will get R times square root of S equal to K. R value is 4, S value is 1. So 1 square root is 1, so K is equal to 4. So when K is equal to 4, then we easily find out the value of function, this function. So stick this value in there, so R is inversely proportional to 4 over square root of S.